Today I'm going to be talking about or recounting a conversation that I had with a mate of mine. I was on a bike ride last Saturday, and he said to me, "Bozza, what's the best way to get rich?" And I thought about it, and what I distilled it down to were 4 key steps. Okay, I'm leaving out a 5th step here, which is take action. Very hard to get rich if you do nothing. Okay, but if we distill it down to 4 key things, what I came up with was this. Number 1, I'm not one for recreating something. If there's an existing process that applies to make something great, then just follow the process. Most of you will have heard about my grandma's spaghetti bolognese, right? For those that you don't, very quickly, my grandma makes awesome spaghetti bolognese. She makes awesome everything, to be honest, but awesome spaghetti bolognese. Now, she's spent probably 25 years perfecting that recipe. Add a bit of this, bit of that, see what works, see what doesn't work, get to the end result, and the end result is great. So when I'm making spaghetti bolognese, is it smart for me to try and do it myself and come up with something that might be just as good, or take the lazy way and follow the recipe and come out with a great result first time? I think it's the latter. So in terms of how to get rich, 4 key steps. Number 1, talk to people that have done it themselves. Okay, not only are they going to have years of experience that they can impart on you, but they can help you mitigate risk as well, because chances are they've probably made some mistakes. Same in wealth creation, building a property portfolio. I've made some mistakes. Alan Cameron probably made some mistakes, and so on. But that's how we get it down to a proven process, which is step number 2. Follow the proven process. If it's not Grandma's Spaghetti Bolognese, it's probably MasterChef. You know, these super talented amateurs come on and they whip up all this stuff, and it's great. My wife loves it. Every Tuesday night she's like, "How amazing is this?" And then you get these super chefs that come in and they give them super challenging recipes to make. The talented amateurs start out like bulls at a gate. They follow the recipe, then they get a bit flustered, then they're running behind time, they lose focus, and they stray from the recipe. And those that stay to the recipe versus those that don't generally end up with a much better result. So follow a proven process. Don't need to be creative with the stuff, guys. It's super effective and super boring, okay, which works for most Australians. Anyone can do that. Number 3, be patient and disciplined. Okay, so I'm really glad that my mate didn't ask me how to get rich quick. Okay, what he asked me was how to get rich. So yeah, it takes time, and the reason why most people don't achieve financial freedom is because they want it yesterday. Really unfortunate example. It was probably about 12 months ago. I had a conversation with a client, and he was telling me about how he'd had property in the past. He'd had as many as 7 investments. He was Queensland based, and he was talking to me about, I guess, lost opportunity and how he'd sold them. And I could just hear in his voice, and I said to him, "Please tell me that you didn't sell these properties in 2000. He said, "No, I didn't. I sold them in 1999. And between 2001 and 2004, Brisbane market went bananas, up over 100%. So he'd had them for 7 or 8 years, thought that that was long term, got frustrated, got impatient, it wasn't working. If he'd held them for another 3 years, those assets would have easily doubled in value and he would have been financially secure today." Okay, so be patient and stick to the process. Finally, delayed gratification. Okay, it takes a bit of sacrifice, guys. Al's talked about it before. Okay, this is not get rich quick. Successful wealth creation, however you do it, is not get rich quick. It needs to be a committed process that you stick to long term, and you need to be willing to make some sacrifices, especially at the start, to be able to get started, because the first property that you buy is always the hardest. Yeah, saving that deposit and so on. So Cam talks about how he rode to work every day for 12 months to be able to get the first property. I took a bit of a shortcut, asked Dad for 10 grand and disciplinedly paid that off over the next 12 months to be able to get started. Delayed gratification. You know, you need 1 less pair of shoes. Couple of dinners out per week less to be able to get started, whatever it might be. Okay, be committed to being able to get that first property. So for all of you out there that were like my mate, wondering how you can get rich, 4 key steps: talk to successful people, follow a proven process, be patient and disciplined, and most importantly, delay a bit of gratification to be able to get started and grow your portfolio from there.